Believe it or not, there are many health benefits to home gardening. These include getting vitamin D from the sun while working outdoors, relieving stress, and in turn reducing blood pressure. Not to mention, you will likely be saving money on produce and herbs at the grocery store, as well as creating fun memories with your family. Gardening is a great form of exercise and is considered moderate intensity exercise. You can burn about 330 calories doing 1 hour of light gardening and yard work, more than walking at a moderate pace for the same amount of time, according to the CDC. And just 30 minutes of moderate level physical activity most days of the week can prevent and control high blood pressure. In fact, the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute recommends gardening or raking leaves for 30 to 45 minutes as examples of how to hit that recommended amount. Besides the physical exercise you'll get tending to a vegetable garden, it can also promote a better diet by supplying fresh, healthy produce. The dietary guidelines recommends eating at least 2 cups of vegetables and 1.5 cups of fruit per day to get necessary nutrients and reduce the risk of chronic disease. However, only 1 in 10 American adults meet those recommendations, according to the CDC. If you're interested in starting your own home garden, I would encourage you to use this website and consult the Almanac's Library of Vegetable Growing Guides, which provides planting, care, and harvesting information for each of the most common vegetables, fruits, and herbs. It will also give you start dates to plant seeds based on your area as well. When you've pinpointed the date to start your pepper seeds, here's how to plant them. First, you want to fill individual pots or seed starting trays such as these with a pre-moistened potting mix. Plant 2 or 3 pepper seeds per pot or planting cell and cover the seeds with about 1/4 of an inch of soil. Then move the growing containers into a warm location that receives between 12 and 15 hours of bright light daily. Water the seeds regularly and keep the soil consistently moist. Peppers need lots of light to grow, which can be difficult to achieve while indoors. Unless you have a bright window, you need a quality grow light like the one shown here in this setup to keep the peppers healthy. LED grow lights hung about 2 to 4 inches above the soil will give your peppers the light they need to sprout. Adjust the light upwards as the plant grows. Aside from light, peppers need plenty of moisture and warmth to germinate. You should cover the growing containers with humidity domes and place the pepper containers on top of seedling heating mats to keep the soil temperature at around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And depending on the variety, pepper seeds take between 1 and 5 weeks to germinate. After the seeds germinate, remove the humidity domes and turn off the heating mats to prevent the pepper seedlings from drying out. The next step is to transfer your seedlings. After you start your seedlings and they have 2 pairs of leaves, you'll often need to transplant them into their own pots. Don't delay transplanting your seeds as you don't want them to become overcrowded, which can cause all sorts of issues such as leggy seedlings or disease. And once they're ready for outdoors, it's time to harden them off. Seedlings of tender crops must be gradually introduced to outside conditions before they are planted in the garden. Suddenly moving plants from a stable indoor environment to one with wide variations in temperature, light, and wind can seriously weaken or even kill the plants. So here's how to harden off your seedlings. About 7 to 10 days before transplanting, set the seedlings outdoors in shade for a short time each day. Make sure the spot is sheltered from winds. Start with about an hour a day and then gradually extend the amount of time that plants are outside until they're staying out all day. Keep the soil moist at all times during this period. Dry air and spring breezes can result in rapid transpiration, and if possible, transplant on overcast days or in the early morning when the sun won't be too harsh. Cool season crops don't really need as much hardening. Crops such as lettuce, onions, beets, or peas can go straight outside as soon as the ground is ready, meaning that the soil is no longer cold and wet and has reached about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your plants are ready to go in the ground, you can decide if you want to use raised beds or go directly into the soil. Here are some examples of what both look like. All summer long, you can enjoy the novelty of having beautiful fresh tomatoes to use in your dishes and even give some to family and friends. There's nothing like a garden fresh tomato in the summertime with some fresh mozzarella cheese and basil. If this all seems too intimidating for you, you can also start off with small, over the fence planters or an arrow garden. These are very popular today and another inexpensive way to get your own vegetable and herb garden started.